Good morning, everybody. I hope everybody's having a great day. We're doing our midweek check-in on the people that are in separation, that collective. So if you feel that you're a twin flame, if you feel that you're a soulmate, divine counterpart, or just your person and you are in some sort of a break, a separation, this is a reading for you. This is going to show you what's in the energies for the collective because people do work out of the collective. And let's see what those energies are. And just remember, this is a collective reading, so take what resonates. Leave the rest behind if it's major awareness. This is for you in this now moment. This reading is timeless. So, Spirit, what is going on with the collective that is in separation with love for this midweek? And Spirit's saying, beware of what you're projecting for the qualities you admire in one another are qualities you both possess. Equally, the qualities that you don't like are also your own reflection. So Spirit is warning you that, yeah, you may be in a break and you're probably not happy with your person that is in separation for one reason or another. But Spirit's saying, look within because it's really a reflection of where you are in this now moment as well. And this is something that needs to be addressed, needs to be healed, and it's not something to be pushed on and projected onto your person because it's also something that you share. Otherwise, you wouldn't be in a separation right now. So, Spirit, give me some more cards for those that are in separation, for this collective that is watching today. Let's see what we have. Give me one more card, Spirit. One more. There we go. All right. So, Spirit is saying for the collective that is in separation right now, uh, there's some obstacles that you're going to have to kind of find your way around from. There's obstacles to this not being in separation again. And Spirit's saying that for many of you, you're going to have to look deeply within yourself to find your purpose within this relationship, to find out why you're in the split right now. And this is also reflecting on here, which is, what is it that you really are not happy with that person that's in separation right now? And then look deeply inside yourself and see why it sits inside you too. And then work on healing this because as you work on healing this, you also start removing some of the obstacles. Spirit's also saying that for most of you, this is a past life relationship. This is somebody that you've been, with many lifetimes. And so there's a lot of obstacles. There's a lot of healing to go. Spirit's saying, like the yin yang signal, twin flames contain an aspect of each other's character within themselves. And this is telling you the same thing here, right? That you are projecting qualities and you're also mirroring qualities. So you have to look within yourself, find the balance within yourself, find the way around the obstacles within yourself. And once you do, there's going to be some enlightenment that's going to come through for you. So you're gonna get like a light bulb, right? It's going to come out and it's going to say to you, hey, here is the solution and it's going to come through. But you have to allow and you have to actually choose to go in and balance yourself, choose to get rid of those obstacles, choose to heal, and choose to be aware of those things inside yourself that you're not willing to look at. You're only projecting it onto the other person. And so let's take a look at what else we have here. Just remember, everybody, this is a collective reading. So things may or may not resonate entirely with you. Take what resonates, leave the rest behind. There are some specific messages for very specific people who show up for these readings every week. And Spirit, give me a couple more cards. One more card for what's going on within the collective. So we're going to look at some more energies around this collective, get more messages. So Spirit, that seems to be it for this deck. All right. So Spirit's saying a lot of you really need to kind of take a holiday. When we say take a holiday, this is change your perspective because you're projecting a lot on your person, but really it's inside you that you have to do the healing. You have to go within. You have to give yourself the benefit of the doubt as well as your person, and you need to forgive yourself because that forgiveness is the key to moving forward. Spirit saying many of you have a huge material attachment. You're attached to the material things. You're attached to the bags, the shoes, whatever it is, the cars, the money. Get away from that. Go within. It's time for you to heal what you need to heal in order for you to find that love. And Spirit says that healing connection is ready to come in, but you have to allow it. So let's see what other energies want to come out within this story here for this. And I really am not going to call it a story. I'm going to call it the energies, whatever's in the energies here for what I'm channeling today. So Spirit, what else do we want to know about these collective that I'm channeling today for who are in separation with their person? What else do they need to know? Okay, so we got enough cards here. So let's see what Spirit wants to tell us within that space. So we've got a lot of stuff here. So Spirit's saying mistakes, right? There were a lot of mistakes, and this is what caused all these obstacles. That's what's happening within this space. There's a lot of self-growth that's required to move to the side. And for those of you who are, wondering, how about my spread? Why do I place the cards where I place them? On this side is here's what I call challenges. These are the hamster wheel of karma where you're looping over and over again because you're making the same mistakes every time. Over here is where you are energetically in the center, and above and below are bridges to get you to where you want to be, which is where you want to manifest. So a lot of you, there's a lot of secrets between the two of you, a lot of mysteries, a lot of things a lot of hidden truths. And many of you are really exhausted. You're depleted. You're drained because you've been looping like this for lifetime after lifetime. And Spirit's saying many of you are starting to feel hopeless. You're sinking into despair. And so you got to get yourself out of this. Why are you in despair? Because you're not really ready to recognize what's inside yourself first. And Spirit says it's time to do some healing. We're getting multiple confirmations of this. Time to do some healing. Time to go within. Time to connect to yourself. Find that peace within yourself. And when you do find that peace within yourself, that healing connection that is coming in with a commitment is going to come in. Now, just remember, this may or may not be the person that you're in separation with. This doesn't say that each one of you is going to have your own specific story. And if you're interested in finding your own specific story on that, do reach out at silverfoxspiritual@gmail.com and schedule a full reading. And we can go over all this and see where, whether this is your person or not. Because sometimes your person's going to come back, but come back in better energy. But the thing is, you have to work about your energy first, because if your energy is the same and they come back in better energy, you're still going to push them away. So you need to heal. You need to go within. You need to deal with things that you don't want to deal with at this, moment. So let's take a look at the blocks. Let's see what we don't want to deal with. What's going on with this collective to see, because once it makes your awareness, then it's now up to you to actually act on it. It's a choice. Healing is always a choice. It is not something that happens automatically. You have to choose to feel. You have to choose to heal. You have to choose to get off that karmic hamster wheel. And so we got a few cards here. And for many of you, the biggest thing that you have here is the fear of loss. You're so afraid of losing somebody that you just kind of attach to them and you don't want to let go. And you'll do anything they say. And that's chasing. And that chasing usually leads to running. And then many of you say, are you really alone, or are you afraid of loving somebody? And that's why you have that fear of loss, because you're afraid of loving yourself. And until you love yourself, you're not going to get to that part of commitment, because people can see that you don't love yourself. And if you don't love yourself, how can you love another? And this keeps you in confusion. You don't know what you want. And so for you, it's time to go within. It's time to sit with yourself. It's time to then figure out, what is it that you truly want? What is it that is truly keeping you from loving yourself? And then time to heal it. And that's why it said go within, because you're projecting everything on you outward to your person. And it's now time for you to focus on you. So let's get some advice from Spirit of how we can move forward with this. Spirit, through the energy of this deck. So Spirit's given us 1, 2, and give me one more card. Right. So Spirit's given us three cards. And uh, for many of you, what Spirit's asking you to do is do some reading and do some reading around the issues that you have, right? Find a way to heal and do some reading on this. You know, it could be spiritual, it could be through a therapist, it could be through different methods. Find a modality, investigate the modality, and then work through it. Spirit's also saying avoid toxic people. So get rid of the drama mamas in your life that are keeping you stuck because they're keeping you in these toxic behaviors and preventing you from actually finding you because they're going to tell you everything about yourself, but you need to discover it yourself. And Spirit's saying it's time for you to move the stuck energy. You've been stuck in this loop for a long, long time. It's time for you to move it. So now you kind of know what you need to do. You understand what's in your awareness of what's blocking you. So now we get to the point where everybody wants to know, and it's the only thing most people care about, and that's the when. So when is this commitment coming in? When is this healing connection coming in? And the real answer is when you choose. As soon as you start to choose to heal yourself, choose to feel, choose to get yourself off that wheel, then it will come in. But let's see timing. Timing is fluid. It's going to be different for everybody. Let's see what Spirit wants to give us. Spirit dumped us 5 cards here. So let's see what we have here. So Spirit's saying, for many of you, take a break from focusing here and really focus on the healing. For some of you, this is going to come very quickly. For others, it's going to come in a few months. And and that's around the September time is what Spirit's saying. And for a few of you who are just not choosing to heal at all, this is going to be way off in the future. So we have a few different timelines that are available. It depends on where you are in your own healing journey and whether you've chosen to look at your own flaws, your own traumas, your own issues, and go within. If you've done it already, it's coming in really quickly. If you're just starting on it, it's going to be somewhere here between September and way off in the future. And if you're just avoiding it, it's not going to happen until you choose. And so with that, that is my reading for the collective that is in separation with a person at this point. This is some midweek energies. Spirit's trying to put everybody's attention onto themselves to start working on themselves because some of you can get some really, really quick results if you've already been on that path. And if you're not, there's no better time than today to get onto that path. And with that, I do thank everybody for watching. Please do reach out if you're looking for your own personal healing through light language, or if you're looking for your own personal reading, silverfoxspiritual at gmail.com. Have a great day, and I'll see you at the next reading.